Hello, I'm Matt. Welcome to my channel, Busting the Box. Today I am really excited to be on song number 5 of my Ren Journey. And today we're going to take a look at Money Game Part 2. So I'm going to do a blind reaction to this song. So let's get right into it.
Strange time we're living in, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire.
Okay, right out of the gate, Ren is going after the politicians and he's calling them hypocrites and counterfeit and how they turn a blind eye and how they protect corporations from doing bad things. And really, we all know that anybody in all Western countries and maybe beyond, nowadays nobody gets to the upper echelons of political power unless they are working for special interests. And no high-level politicians are reflecting the will of the people. They're enacting things that none of us want. So the other thing to say is that Ren, right off the bat, he's taking in this song kind of a cheeky, a sassy tone. He's dealing with some very difficult subjects, but he's doing it in quite a fun and lighter way than what I've seen so far.
Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing, I'm a peaceful adolescent. There's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his fingering crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells cause there's loads on the sand. Step 1, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man.
If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a waste, man. So all these corporations, in the boardrooms of all these corporations, are some of the most ruthless, cunning, and intelligent people, and they know how to manipulate and exploit us. And we normal people, we have one major vulnerability, and that's that we care so much about what others think of us. And we just want to be loved, respected, and admired, and we do not want to be ostracized. And they know that, so they've drilled right into this basic insecurity of ours and brainwashed us into believing that if we buy their junk, that we're going to get all this acceptance and appreciation from other people. Very clever, Ren.
Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality.
Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. So, in the corporate world, in much of the corporate world, the closer you are to a psychopath who doesn't care about your fellow human beings, the better you'll be. You have an advantage over these poor dumb people who actually have ethics and morals.
Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name.
It doesn't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. So it's all about ego gratification. He's really talking about how you can take this corporate economic power and turn it into political power. And then you can do anything you want. Once you control the levers of government, you can start wars and you can create crises and you can mandate that people use the corporation's products. And really, when there's a merger of government and corporate interests, we know what the definition of that is. It's fascism. And unfortunately, that's more and more what we're living under now. This is really, I'm enjoying this song a lot. There's a lot here.
Gate 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain.
So these people, they reach the giddy pinnacles of power and everybody is bowing down to them. It's like the ego that has no upper limit, that they have put themselves in almost like the status of demigods. Unfortunately, small people like us tend to view these people with a lot of admiration because they must be successful. They've achieved all these things.
Rain, rain, rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old.
Excellent. So Ren has really called out what the money game is. He's talking about how there are 3 basic parts to it, and he's right. There's the corporations, and they are amoral. All they want to do is just sell their stuff, and the ends justify the means, and satisfy their shareholders. Then you have governments, who are bought off by the corporations, and they legally protect the corporations, and so that these corporations have very little liability, in some cases no liability, even though what they are doing damages people. And the third pillar of the money game is us. And unfortunately, we buy all their stuff, and we passively listen to politicians, and we basically take out loans, and we do all these things that they want us to do. And we don't have to do that, but we do it. Many, many of us do it. So what's really interesting is that, remember in High Ren, Ren was talking about if you understand what's happening, the dance gets easier. And I think that's the way it is with this money game. We're all part of this money game. It's a fake reality, or we could call it a matrix, or we could call it the money game. But it all means the same thing. It's this distorted thing that's predicated on this idea of exploitation and being kind of predators on the parts of these powerful people. But the dance can get easier because as small people living in this money game, we feel very unfulfilled, and we sometimes ask ourselves, why do I feel so unfulfilled? And like I was saying, if you understand what's happening and our role in the money game, that dance gets easier. And it's really up to us, and I think this is what Ren is saying, it's up to us to think about how we're part of this money game and think about how we can actually, as much as possible, extricate ourselves from this money game. So as a piece of art, Ren did it again. I have to say that I'm becoming one of Ren's biggest fans. I just love the stuff that he's saying and the way that he's saying it. And he's such a good musician, for crying out loud. This was a really good piece of music. So thank you for joining me. Thanks to you, Ren, and we'll see you next time.